Whoa. What's the motherfucking Can't deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio. Hit that like button as you follow up in here. Let me know who you is and where you from. Yes, sir. How y'all doing out there? I hope y'all doing great and lovely. Today has been a rainy day in my area in East Texas. A lovely day as well, though, wait for a few of y'all to get up in here. See who we gonna get up in here tonight. We might not get a lot of people. I ain't been live in a hot little minute. You understand me? But I plan on going live more often, like I used to. You understand me? But I hope y'all doing good. Hit that like button. Who gonna be the first person to pop out and say something? Let me know who you is, where you tapping in from. Hope y'all doing great out there. Feel good to be back live, Feels good to be back live. I don't go live because I be having a lot of technical difficulties, if you will, when I'm playing videos. And I don't like all that staggering it be doing when I'm playing videos live, and sometimes the audio drops out. I be having a lot of technical issues, so I choose not to go live, you know. But maybe I can go live more often, maybe play less videos or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what's the deal? How you doing? Where you at? Where you from? What you doing? Is you at work? You know, is you pulling a late night shift? What's the deal? Okay, audio good. I don't plan on being on here long. I've just, got to get my feedback with going live. So we're gonna touch on a few topics. You know, I know one thing though. I was listening to academics, DJ academic stream around this time yesterday. No, it was actually it probably was around like 6 in the morning. It's 2:49 a.m. right now in East Texas. But so it was around 6 in the morning. I was listening to the academics stream, and he was playing the Donda 2 album by Kanye West, or by Ye, if you will. When I say that bad boy is fire, that bad boy is fire. Is it out yet? Let me see. And one thing about it, it's not gonna be under Ye's name, it's gonna be under Donda. The artist's name is Donda. So he got a lot going on with being blackballed and canceled. So I'm guessing a lot of labels don't want to get behind him. And he don't want his name. His name is tainted, quote unquote, Ye, Kanye, whatever. And I'm guessing that's why he's going under the alias Donda. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's out. That Donda album is out. Now, one of my favorite tracks off that I heard him play last night was that Security. Man, I want to play it, but I don't know how it worked. And I don't want to get no copyright strikes. So we ain't gonna play it. We're gonna let y'all go listen to it on your own if you ain't listened to it already. But when I say it was a jammer, man, I mean damn near every song rolled. It was like one or two of them that I didn't like, out of probably like 10 of them that he played, maybe more. But it was a jammer. It was fire. It gave me a feeling of like that old Ye, not necessarily that old through the wire Ye, but that old like, damn. Let's get a toast to the douchebags, toast to the assholes, the scumbags. Everyone to know that I know. Man, it gave me that feeling of Ye. Mm-hmm. He was on it. So y'all go check out that Donda 2 album, that bad boy at 5. Hit that like button. Who we got up in the building? That Cash App is available for those who want to donate to the cause. You know what I'm saying? This Sheldon VYBEZ 903. $ Sheldon VYBEZ 903. Hit that like button. Super chats are available as well. You understand me? But yeah, they done the 2 album is fire, man. Y'all go check that out on your own time. Another thing that's floating around on the internet right now is 100 gorillas. I mean, I'm sorry, 100 men versus one gorilla. And this has got the internet in the chokehold. And I'm kind of on the fence with this one, but I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna ride with the 100 men, and I'm gonna say 100 men because we're not saying 100 average men. 100 average men, I probably wouldn't place my bet on it. But 100 men could be 100 well trained men, acrobatic, they martial arts, taekwondo, street fights, UFC, whatever. We got a mix of a bunch of them out there with all these different techniques. I think that they could outsmart that gorilla. 100 men, I believe 100 men could outsmart a gorilla for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you may sacrifice a couple of them, at least 10, 15, maybe 20 of them gonna come up dead, you know. I'm just saying, but I think ultimately 100 men will take out one gorilla. And I'm not talking about 100 average men. No, 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 no. Because 100 average men, I wouldn't place my bet on it. Just to let you know. But what you think? Let me know in that comment section what you think. You feel me? Am I tweaking? Would that gorilla whoop ass on 100 men? You know what I'm saying? Had they taken their tail and running? Or will 100 men prevail and whoop on the damn gorilla? You feel me? Let me know in the comment section. All right, y'all. Now this is let me see if I can get this video pulled up. This thing been floating around social media right here. So that was at a pool party. I got the video edited because she was twerking, and I don't want to show no twerking. I don't want to get no ding. Hold on, I'm trying to find the video. I ain't gonna let me play that. Damn, I'm gonna have to show the twerking. Now give me a second. I may have to render this real quick. Anyway, so while this doing this, I'm explaining to you what's going on. So this guy was at now I'm just play it because this acting this is probably gonna take a little minute. So that was at a pool party and this girl was twerking, throwing her little cakes around, and so there was this guy who wanted to steal the attention. He probably couldn't help himself because he wanted to be seen so bad. And he goes and he picks this girl up in the middle of her twerking and he goes and throws her in the pool and she lands on her back on the edge of the pool. And man, it just was an ugly look. I don't think she really hurt herself bad, but it could have been bad and it could be bad. Like she may need to go to a she may need to go to a chiropractor or doctor, see about this back of hers. But let me go and play this video right quick, man. It's always dudes like this who mess up coochie for everybody. You like, damn, bro, why you can't just chill out? You doing too much, bro. Like, damn, you might get some if you play your cards right, and we may have an ad. Okay, well, there we go. So you seen her twerking, throwing her cakes, and you seen where she landed it, right? On her back. He couldn't help himself. He just wanted to be seen. Look. Good God, I know that hurt. I know that hurt. And he better be glad that it just was her back. And I can't even say that. But yeah, because it could have been her face. She could have broke her nose when she went under there. And it could have been an ugly situation. All that red hair right there could have been red blood. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes on. He had a nerve to try to go over here to assist her because he know he messed up. Like she supposed to be like, okay. Nah, nigga, get your goofy ass on somewhere. Then he goes and he picks up his cup. He picks up his cup. They should have kicked his ass out the function. Look. They should have grabbed his ass up and told him he gotta go. He gotta go. And see, we probably having a little glitching going on with the video. This is why I don't like to go live, but I think y'all get the gist of it. It's on World Star if y'all want to go see the video. Hit that like button. It's always a dude like this messing up cat for everybody. He the type of dude that'll shoot up the club just to get some attention. He didn't really want to do it, but he crashed out just to get some attention from a woman that didn't want him. Or maybe he's trying to get attention from a man to prove his gangster. Who knows? Silly shit though, man. It's crazy. Wow, business right there. Hit that like button. Who we got in the building? I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure that like button is lit. It's late night. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Who we got up in the building? Where you tuning in from? Yeah, Sheldon vibes, bad. We live in effect. Share the stream. We up in the bootleg ass studio. Now, next up, I'm gonna have to put my headphones on. So this right here is some wild business, but it's not unheard of. This young lady goes, and I don't know if it's true or not, because people be out here chasing clout, right? People be out here chasing clout. So I don't know if this young lady is being authentic or if she is telling a true story. But this young woman says that she went on a double date with a friend, and her friend ended up letting both men run a train on her. I've heard of these types of stories before, so it's not unheard of. You understand me? But like I just mentioned, people like to chase clout, and they know content sells. They get dollars for this content. So we finna see if this story, well, I don't know if we'll know if this story is authentic, but maybe the discernment that we have could be able to tell if this story is authentic or not. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's see what this young lady has to say about her friend letting 2 men run a train on her. This was supposed to be a double date. So they was supposed anyway, I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. Let's go.
2 men with my friend, and she did it with my date and her date. This is the story time that y'all been waiting. I went on a 2 man with my friend, and she did it with my date and her date. This is the story time that y'all been waiting on. And to the girl, if you see this, it's really no hard feelings. Like, I'm just telling the story. It's no hard feelings. It's none of that. Okay, so me and the girl, we have been cool. I knew this girl for some years. Okay, so me and her were friends. I was talking to this dude, and she was also talking to this dude, and they just so happened to be friends. So we didn't even know they was friends. Oh. We didn't even know they was friends. That's how we found out. We was at the mall, right? I don't even know where we were at.
Okay, let me pause it right quick. Hold on, let me check my audio too. I gotta check my audio, y'all. Let me pause it right quick.
And they just so happen to be friends. So
okay, we good so far. Now check it out. If this is true, she said that they didn't know that they was friends. I bet those 2 dudes knew that y'all were friends. So if this is true, they running game on y'all already. They trying to figure out if y'all both gonna cut, if y'all gonna do some switcher rules, or who is down. Maybe your friend was already down from the jump, and they done done this already, and you just now finding out. You understand me? She been a jump off. But I digress. Let's continue.
We were just hanging out with each other, and we was at the mall in Georgia. So we're walking around, and we ran into these 2 dudes, and it was both of the dudes we were talking to. So like, I'm saying hey to my dude, he's saying, we're talking to each other's dude. We like, oh, like what's up, like blah type stuff. We're in the mall of Georgia, right? If you ever been to the mall of Georgia, it's
all this smacking. I can't stand it.
Movie theater in there. So we like, yo, like we should hang out. We should go to the movies. Like 2 men, like 2 men, okay? So cool. We all agreed. We walked around the mall for a little bit. We got some food, and then we headed to the movies. So everything was cool. We went to the movies. I was with my date. She was with hers. We was vibing. Everything was good. They wanted to go back to the house. They were saying like they got an Airbnb right now. Like, do we want a conversation? So she like, we should go. I'm kind of like, Airbnb. It just give like when I think of that, it gives like you think you can hit. That's what it gives to me. But she's like, no.
She said, what? It give what?
It gives like you think you can hit. That's
It give like it giving head. What?
So she like, we should go. I'm kind of like, Airbnb. It just give like when I think of that, it gives like you think you can hit. That's what it gives to me. But she's like, no, we don't even got
You giving hit? I don't know what she said, but the friend said she game. She ready to go.
to do nothing. Like they saying they got the gas, they got this, they got that. Like we could just chill on some shit. Like
They got the gas, they got the smoke, they got the drink. They can do all of this. They trying to butter you up so they can drug you up, do what they want to do. This is game.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I guess. So we go back there. They drive us there. We get back to the Airbnb. Everybody's chilling. But they separate. So at first we was all kind of just in the living room. But her and her date, they go to the room. So I'm like, I kind of already know what's gonna go down. Like, damn, sis. Like the first night. No, let me stop. I can't even judge. Y'all gotta hear my stories. But so I'm with the dude, and I'm talking to him, and he's kind of
This is the first night that you know of.
like, how do I say this? He basically he's going, and he thinks I'm going, but I'm really not going because like I don't even really like you like that. But yeah, so he's trying to like do all this unnecessary
I kind of think this may be true. I think this might be some truth, man. Hit that like button.
stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not even on that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm not even on that. So he kind of getting irritated. He's just like, what you come for? And I'm just like, I only came here because she wanted to come here. Shoot, I'm not gonna just leave her here. Like, what the hell? So he's getting irritated. He walk away. I didn't know where he went. I'm thinking like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking. So I'm just on my phone. Maybe 10 minutes go by. I'm like, what is that noise? This is so embarrassing because I know she's probably watching this. But like, hear my friend in the
Talking about she might be watching this. Well, you didn't say her name, so if don't nobody else know this story, if she the only one know this story, she gonna put herself on blast if she try to say some crazy shit.
her date. So I thought, and I'm like, so I'm walking around because I'm looking trying to see where to do that. Like, I'm like, where did this dude go? Like, shoot, I'm walking around. He's not in the kitchen. It was another room. I didn't want to go through all the rooms because I knew she was in there. But I'm looking, and he's nowhere to be found. So I'm like, did this nigga leave? But like, he wouldn't just leave his room. Like, I was confused. So I knew she was getting down. So I'm just on my phone. I'm chilling.
Hold on. So what she said is she went to go look for the dude, right? Hold on. Let me back it up. But what I think she's saying is she went to go look for the dude. She already knew which room her homegirl was getting cracked in. So she didn't go look in there because she already know what's going down up in there with her date, quote unquote. So she's like, in her mind, she's not expecting him to be up in there cracking her if this is a true story. You see what I'm saying? So she looking around. She was like, she looking in all the other rooms. He ain't up in there. She was like, damn, dude, leave. So now we finna find out how she found out. She must have went in there some kind of way.
But like, hear my friend in her date. So I thought, and I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking. So I'm just on my phone. I only came here because she wanted to come here.
I had to back it up.
Here, like, let's go. So he's getting irritated. He walk away. I didn't know where he went. I'm thinking like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking. So I'm just on my phone. Maybe 10 minutes go by. I'm like, what is that noise? This is so embarrassing because I know she's probably watching this. But like, hear my friend in her date. So I thought, and I'm like, so I'm walking around because I'm looking trying to see where to do that. Yeah. Like, I'm like, where did this dude go? Like, shoot, I'm walking around. He's not in the kitchen. It was another room. I didn't want to go through all the rooms because I knew she was in there. But I'm looking, and he's nowhere to be found. So I'm like, did this nigga leave? But like, he wouldn't just leave his room. Like, I was confused. So I knew she was getting down. So I'm just on my phone. I'm chilling. She get done, right? When she get done, they both come back. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, right when y'all get done, he come back and like, it was throwing me off. But I didn't want to think that. I'm like, it's no way. She did not do that. That's what I'm thinking in my head. She did not do that. So how I found out was because she told me later on that night when I went back to her house. She was like, don't be mad at me. And I'm like, what? When she said don't be mad at me, I ain't gonna lie to you. When she said don't be mad at me, it came into my head. I'm like, yeah, she did that.
She can't even expect for you to be mad if you wasn't feeling no boy. You know what I'm saying?
And she told me, she was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of just happened. Like, da-da-da-da-da. And I kind of never said anything. Like, I never really said anything about the situation. It was always in my mind, but I didn't know. Like, I don't want to say she's weird. I mean, like, that wasn't my boyfriend, so I guess, like, it wasn't like she necessarily owed me any loyalty to that dude, but I just had to sit back and think, like, damn, and then she ended up dating him, but, like, I guess it's not that big of a deal.
She ended up dating which one? The one that crept in and got some, or the one that, you know what I'm saying?
Big of a deal. Like, if you vibe with him better, then I guess, but, like, I don't know, y'all.
I think it's true. I think it's true. I've witnessed stories like this before in real life. It happens. It happens, man. So if this was clout chasing, she's a damn good storyteller. But I think that was real. Yeah, feel me? There was some real authenticity right there. Yeah, yeah, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Who we got up in the building? Hit that like button. Who up in this thing? I ain't with us. It is 3:07 a.m. It's 3:07 a.m. What y'all got going? Y'all at work? Y'all chilling? Y'all laid up? What y'all got going, man? Let me know. Let me know. You understand me? Let me know what's going down in your corner of the world. All right, all right. As we wait for y'all to chime in, we finna move on along to the next one. Move on along to the next thing. All right, so we got this woman right here who's saying that again. I don't know if this is clout chasing or not. I don't know why people air out their grievances like this, but I don't know if it's. I ain't watched it. I don't know what to expect. But this woman says she no longer wants to be in a relationship with her child's father after years of caring for him, following him getting shot in the head. So I'm guessing he's like a vegetable or something. She depends on him. Well, he depends on her. Chanel R. Smith in the mother fornicating bootleg ass studio. Appreciate you for jumping in. Appreciate you chiming in. Where you tuning in from? Where you tuning in from, Chanel R. Smith? One of my loyal supporters in the building. I see your name all the time, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. On God, indubitably. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's play this video right quick. We got this woman telling us why she don't want to be this man's woman no more. Let's get up into it. Let's go.
I've been with Jamal 3 years before he got hurt.
Video. We don't got no audio. See, this is what I say. This is what I'm talking about.
And then 5 years, like talking.
Some videos don't be playing audio. I don't get that. And this only happens when I'm going live. Hold on, y'all. Let me see some. Let me see some. Y'all bear with me just a moment. Hit that like button. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. We got. I don't know if the audio working on this video or not. I don't know if that's just the video itself, or if that's my computer. Cause I just downloaded the video. It ain't playing no audio on it. So there's that. Well, cancel that one. All right, well, we finna move along to the next one. Let's see if we're gonna get this video to play. Hold up. Yeah, nah, I think this my computer doing it while I'm live. That's wild. That's wild. It's wild business. I don't know why that be happening. Washington D.C. in the building. What it do? What it do? For sure. Because I played this video. I played this video before the stream. So I know that video got audio on it. It's just wild. This is madness, I tell you. Okay, hold up, hold up. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay, hold up. I think I just needed to turn my interface on and off. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, we good. Let's get back to the show. All right, so we're gonna play the video that I was trying to play just a moment ago. All right, so this is this lady explaining to us why she no longer wants to be in a relationship with her child's father after years of caring for him, following him getting shot in the head. Let's get up into it. All right, let's go.
I've been with Jamal 3 years before he got hurt, and then 5 years after when he got hurt. That's when he got his TBI. And one thing for sure is, before that man got his TBI, he loved the ground that I walked on. Like, there's nothing I could ask for. There's nothing that didn't get handled. Nothing. But, after his injury, a lot of things have changed. And we sit online and we talk about, what's the same and, what's different. But we're always, like, talking about personality and stuff. But the whole thing about it is I stayed. I loved him through it. I do love him through it. When he couldn't talk, when he couldn't walk, I stayed because that's unconditional love. Not your ability to do for me or what you have done for me. But just the situation. I knew the person and I knew he could get back to himself. But sometimes, people, their life changes and, they change. So you have to kind of like figure it out, especially with a person who is going through their own healing. So I want to ask tonight, it's going to be a question you can answer here. You can come and answer. When the love changes after trauma, do you stay or do you go? So you can drop your answer if you're not going to be there tonight, or you can drop how you feel in the comments. But it's going to be a deep conversation. Let's do 8 p.m. Central. And come if you can relate. Come if you need advice on what you're going through that's similar like this. Come if you're healing, or just come with good vibes. But just please come with good vibes. So
All right, man. Well, she said that he loved the ground that she walked on before. You couldn't hear her? It was playing on my end, on my phone, not my computer. True. Come if you can. Yeah, it was playing. It was playing on my end, Chanel. I don't know. I don't know what's the situation. I don't know what the situation is. But she said that the man loved the ground that she walked on before he got injured, and yeah, she didn't have to ask for anything. He took care of her, and now all of a sudden, she's been there. She's done what she's done. For better or worse, has turned into worse. For in sickness and in health is in sickness, unhealth, whatever, and it's turned into that part. And now this is beginning to be a burden on her. You know, if they are married, because did it say that they were married or not? It just says she don't want to be in a relationship with her child's father. I don't know if they married or not. So if they are not married and she didn't say her vows, that's a whole nother conversation, you know. But if she said her vows, well, then I got judgment. I mean, she's entitled to do what she wants, and I would say follow your heart. So if you're not really into this man anymore, then don't drag him around. You know, I'm sure that you probably got your eye on another man, maybe, possibly, allegedly, who knows? And you want to, get that itch scratched. Who knows? I don't know. And you don't want to be doing all of that, and you know what you got going on with him, cheating on him, and all this type of stuff. You know, so I can understand it. If you want to just be honest and just break it off, then do your thing. Do your thing. But if you ask me, I mean that's a hard one to bite. That's a hard one to bite. You know, what y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. Yo, let me know. Let me know. Oh, all right. Now, speaking of cheating or women not wanting to be with the man, or wanting to get up off of the person you with, get away from him rather. We had this man who was fatally shot after returning home early and discovering his wife in bed with his cousin. Damn. Let me make sure. Okay, we got an ad right quick. We're gonna play this ad, let this ad play, and then we're gonna get into it. I hit that like button. Let's get into it.
Fuck! Heather, what the fuck? It's not. Why are you home early? You had work today.
This was the scene 31-year-old Hand recorded on his phone when he got home. His wife, Pamela, and his cousin.
So he was fatally shot. Who shot him? His cousin or his wife? Wow.
Half naked, asleep together. This happened just 3 months after their daughter, Haley, was born.
I want to get that daughter check, baby.
Furious, Hand started yelling and cursing at Pamela and his cousin before shouting at them to get out of his house. During the heated argument, Pamela pulled a handgun from under the bed and handed it to her lover, Gene Kelly. Moments later, Hand was shot in the stomach and collapsed, unconscious. Panicked, Pamela never imagined things would go this far. In a frenzy, she begged Kelly to call the police and get Hand to a hospital. But Kelly made the worst possible decision. Afraid that his wife would find out about the affair, he fired 2 more shots, one to Hand's neck and another to his head, killing him instantly. In an attempt to cover up the crime, they decided to dump the body at a waste disposal site 20 kilometers away. However, while driving, they were pulled over at a DUI checkpoint. Officers quickly noticed Pamela's extreme nervousness, and after
Hold on. Is this true? I'm confused. I gotta back this all the way the hell up. With this AI boy, yeah, I don't be believing a lot of shit on the internet if you can't tell. I don't be believing a lot of shit. Let's bring this back. I have to hear this again.
No, what the fuck? Heather, what the fuck? It's not. Why are you home early? You had work today.
This was the scene 31-year-old Hand recorded on his phone when he got home.
Why he got his drawers on if that was laying up doing what that was doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be butt about ass naked laying up with something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm laying up, we doing what we doing, I'm finna be butt about ass naked and dick and balls out. You feel me? I don't be believing shit. I feel like this. I don't know. I could be wrong. Though.
His wife, Pamela, and his cousin, half naked, asleep together. This happened just 3 months after their daughter, Haley, was born. Furious, Hand started yelling and cursing at Pamela and his cousin before shouting at them to get out of his house. During the heated argument, Pamela pulled a handgun from under the bed and handed it to her lover, Gene Kelly. Moments later, Hand was shot in the stomach and collapsed, unconscious. Panicked, Pamela never imagined things would go this far. In a frenzy, she begged Kelly to call the police and get Hand to a hospital. But Kelly made the worst possible decision. Afraid that his wife would find out about the affair, he fired 2 more shots, one to Hand's neck and another to his head, killing him instantly.
Okay. So the wife shot the husband. He fell. The wife asked the cousin who she's sleeping with to call the police. The cousin panicked because his wife may find out, so he fired another shot at his shot cousin already, and then he turns around and shoot himself, killing him instantly. Okay. Now, this is where it gets confusing because they said that the lady and somebody else was driving and got caught. Maybe I missed something. So I'm trying to figure out who she driving with. You understand me? But let's see, because I think I missed something. Let's go.
In an attempt to cover up the crime, they decided to dump the body at a waste disposal site.
Who is they? That's why I don't believe this. This some fabricated bullshit right here, man. Who is they? They done forgot that they done already told us that the person that she was sleeping with done offed himself. They forgot that. They forgot they told us that. I am not tripping. Who is they?
20 kilometers away. However, while driving, they were pulled over at a DUI checkpoint. Officers quickly noticed Pamela's extreme nervousness.
They were pulled over at a DUI checkpoint. So there's a checkpoint for DUIs? Is it really?
And after searching the trunk, they found Han's body. In court, Pamela was sentenced to 5 years as an accomplice, while the shooter, Kelly, received 40 years in prison. Do you think the sentence was fair?
This is, let me look at the comments. Let me look at the comments, y'all. Because I can't be the only one. Somebody said, I think this entire enactment was BS. Yo, man, it don't sound right. It don't sound right. This shit is crazy. I don't be watching these videos. Say fugazi AI generated bullshit. Yo. Yeah, this is cap. That's cap. It got us. It got some of y'all. To my shout out to Miss Telly in the building. Sound like he was more scared of his wife and rather take that choice now for real. If according to the story, I would be afraid of that choice though, and I probably would have off myself as well. I ain't going in, no. I ain't finna do nothing stupid like that in the first place though. Quinn Floyd McCarthy. What is McCarthy? What did he do, man? Yeah, man, I don't know about that. That was some bull. That was a bullshit ass story. Let's go to another bullshit ass story, but this is real news, no fake news. Let's get up into this. Check this out, man. We have the world's very first sperm race. You heard it. You heard me correct. The world's first sperm race. Let's check it out. Let's see what they talking about. I'm gonna let them do the talking. Refresh it. Started from the jump.
Downtown LA's night scene exploding Friday with an event billed as the world's first sperm race. 4 contestants came with the goal to win 10,000.
Listen to what this man just said, bro. Hold on, now. He said 4 contestants came. Check him out.
$1,000 in bragging rights for the strongest, fastest semen.
I want to build Olympics for sperm.
Eric Zhu is one of the sperm racing organizers. With the help of wealthy investors, the 17-year-old Bay Area high school student and entrepreneur launching this epic competition to raise awareness on male fertility health.
The general public doesn't talk about it because it's so taboo.
The contenders, who were handpicked out of dozens of young men, were given money each week to train their mind, bodies, and diets ahead of the viral, sold-out marathon. The competitors' sperm put into a microscopic racetrack, and then they're off. Sperm literally captured on this screen, swimming to the finish line. But perhaps this was the matchup of the night. Male students from USC and
how they know which sperm is who?
UCLA. In the end, the Trojan won. The Bruin got creamed.
Hell no. That last part, they could have killed it. The person who won got dumped with some creamy looking shit. No. We gotta play this one more time.
Downtown LA's night scene exploding Friday with an event billed as the world's...
Exploding. Check out his use of words.
First sperm race. 4 contestants came with the goal to win $10,000 in bragging rights for the strongest, fastest semen.
I want to build Olympics for sperm.
Eric Zhu is one of the sperm racing organizers. With the help of wealthy investors, the 17-year-old Bay
Wealthy investors, boy, they spend money on it.
Area high school student and entrepreneur launching this epic competition to raise awareness on male fertility health.
Talk about a pissing contest, boy.
The general public doesn't talk about it because it's so taboo.
The contenders, who were handpicked out of dozens of young men, were given money each week to train their mind, bodies, and diets ahead of the viral, sold-out marathon. The competitors' sperm put into a microscopic racetrack. And then they're off. The sperm literally captured on this screen, swimming to the finish line. But perhaps this was the matchup of the night. Male students from USC and UCLA. In the end, the Trojan won. The Bruin got creamed.
Man, womp, womp, womp. That's wild business right there, boy. That's wild business right there, man. You thought you heard it all, didn't you? You thought you heard it all. Well, you just learned something new today. They had the world's first ever. World first ever, if that makes sense. Sperm race. Yeah. I just want to know how they know who sperm won. Like, how can you label the sperm? I mean, unless they all put them in their own separate little tubes and they watching which one get to the finish line of its own separate tube. You see what I'm saying? But you can't put them all in the same little tube and they swimming. Who sperm won? Anyway, that's wild business. That is wild business right there. All right, now we're gonna move on along to the next story. So Uncle Shay, he done found himself in some trouble out here. If you've been up under a rock these past couple days, maybe this last week or 2 weeks or so, Shannon Sharpton found himself in a pickle with a young white lady by the name of Gabby Zuniga, I believe. And she's suing him for SA. Got these recordings of him, and I think everybody knows this is bullshit. She's baited. But Uncle Shay has been trending lately. And he's recently been trending today or yesterday rather, or the day before. I don't know when this happened. But he was on Nightcap and he snaps off camera during the Nightcap tape, and he told somebody to shut the F up. So Uncle Shay is under a whole lot of stress right now, man. You feel me? This shit really got bugging out. Cause we don't know Uncle Shay to be acting like this. He kind of cool, goofy. He always laughing. He always doing that little laugh. He goofy as hell, you know what I'm saying? He cool, big fella, big teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what Uncle Shay done had to say to somebody off camera. Oh, hold on.
What the 2 teams that called me Ocho say, what's your phone number? I only heard from 2 teams. Guess what the 2 teams that called me Ocho say, what's your phone number? Where you gonna be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door. Cincinnati Bengals was one.
It kind of seemed like it sounded like he was playing. See, I didn't watch the clip. I didn't see what was going on. This is what I seen floating around. And you know, people make everything out of nothing, and all you see is the headlines. And this is what you think until you actually watch something. See, I'm thinking he was going off. I thought maybe he got up off of the set or whatever and went behind the camera and told somebody to shut the fuck up. This is what I thought in my mind. You understand me? I didn't know that he just said it on camera like that and then started laughing after. Like, he may have been joking. But he usually don't even cuss on his show. From what I've seen, I don't watch much of his show. But he always saying you a D-lie and you a mofo lie and stuff like that. He always kind of replacing the word. Kind of like me when I say mother fornicate, but I cuss though. I be cussing, so you know.
Weight problems. Try this simple ice hack.
I hate these damn ads. Damn. Every so often you get an ad. Man, I just played the video.
I only heard from 2 teams. Guess what the 2 teams that called me Ocho say, what's your phone number? Where you gonna be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up.
He sounded like he was talking to somebody kid. It sounded like he was talking to somebody kid. Talking about some shut the fuck. You know, when you greet them teeth, sit your ass down. Boy, mama used to say that type of, she greet them teeth back in the day, boy, you better sit your ass down somewhere. Anyway, Uncle Shay Shay, he's still under a lot of stress. It ain't what I thought it would, though. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. That sound like that was a goofy one. Anyway, so they gonna find the NFL coach whose son prank called Shedeur Sanders, right? Shout out to Shedeur Sanders and the whole Deion Sanders lineage. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. He doing his thing with them boys, man. But so Shedeur Sanders, he got drafted to the Cleveland Browns. I believe it was 5th round, and it made a frenzy online. Got everybody in the chokehold. Now, me for one, I don't watch a lot of sports, so I wasn't gonna cover this at all. I don't watch sports at all, actually. I don't give a damn about sports, to be quite fair. To be quite honest with you, I don't give a damn about it. At this point, I don't see why we keep supporting shit like this. Like, we complain about NFL being a plantation, and then when they do what we expect them to do, which is be racist or do some shit that holds us back, you know, we want to complain about it when we can create our own shit or just abandon that shit. Like I've said this before, the NBA, we got the big 3 with Ice Cube. We don't have to be a part of the NBA, but for some reason we just suck ass to be a part of some program that we're not invited to, really. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we are invited because they make the big bucks off of it. You feel me? Anyway, I can rant on about that. Let's get into this. I know y'all may have seen it by now, but we finna get into it. But the new news, there's been an update on the prank call situation with the Atlanta Falcons coach. His son prank called Shedeur. And now the NFL is trying to find the NFL coach, probably because they've been getting pressed by the fans. The fans have been saying, had this been a black coach, or, you know, the tables were switched, there would be some type of punishment for the coach for leaking that information out, or not being careful with this sacred information. So first, before we get up into all of that, let's play the prank call. So here is the prank call. Now, it was an Ole Miss frat boy, an Ole Miss frat. He was in some frat at Ole Miss, and he admitted to prank calling Shedeur Sanders, pretending to be an NFL team. Let me share the screen with y'all. Let's get up into it. Let's go. Look at them. They trying to keep themselves from killing themselves in the background. Look at him. He over here got his hands up like this. I can't believe it. You're actually doing it. Goofy, childish ass shit.
Hey, is this Shedeur? Hey, this is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
This ain't gonna be nothing to do.
Hey, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Oh my God! He bought it! He bought it! Oh no.
Now they talking about he bought it. He bought it. Why would he not buy it? He doesn't expect anybody to have this number, like he said. And y'all pulled one
I'm not
on.
about to get this guy clout, bro. I just want to see if it's
So
a real
whose
video.
coach's kid is that supposed to be?
Why would that be a coach's kid?
I know, but remember we were saying.
A coach's kid
How did they even get? It's
will
not.
not do that. It looks like a guy that's failing his classes that's bored right now.
How did he get his number?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know how he got his number though, because Shador got that phone just for the drive.
So it's been it's come out how he got the number, or at least they saying. I feel like it's some lying going on because I don't know. Some funny shit. Hold on, let me play. So let me play the real reaction to the Sanders family after they got the real news that he was drafted. Once again, we got these ads, this same ad popping up. Damn, do they got any other ads right now? That ad paying the shit out of them. All right, there you go.
Cleveland has been discussed as a potential destination.
Not them playing Holy Ghost music. Oh, wait. Where Dion is? They're supposed to be the seawall. Yo. She said, I'm gonna show y'all how to get down in church. Yo. All right. They doing a bunch of goofball ass shit. They happy, I guess, and they deserve to be. They that's what they wanted. They sought after it. They came, they sought, they come. But let's get into this news about the NFL wants to find the Atlanta Falcons coach, and they want them to pay up. Let's get up into this right here. Let's get into this article. According to the Shade Room, it says Atlanta Falcons and defensive coordinator fined this much for Jax Ulbrich. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Viral prank call to Shador Sanders. Let's get up into it. It says after years of training, overcoming challenges, and living his best on the field, many agree that the NFL draft did Shador Sanders dirty. Yep, and matter of fact, this is the team that Dion was drafted into, if I'm not mistaken, and Dion helped make Atlanta Falcons hot. You know what I'm saying? And his run at the Atlanta Falcons. So for them to pay him back this way, that was a slap in the face. Anyway, let's continue. It says, predicted to go in the first round, he ended up being rookie number 144, a fifth-round pick for the Cleveland Browns. But amid waiting for they called the 21-year-old son of Atlanta Falcons, Jeff Ulbrich thought it'd be hilarious to prank call Sanders. That quickly bombed for the defensive coordinator's son. By Sunday, April 27th, Jax Ulbrich was walking back to the shameful prank. Meanwhile, the Falcons pointed fingers and revealed more details about private information slipped out of their defensive coordinator's hands. In the latest update, the NFL has issued fines against the Falcons for the incident. On Friday, April 25th, Shedeur was waiting for a phone call from any interested teams. When his phone rang while his people were filming him, he seemed excited and was smiling when a man on the line identified himself as New Orleans Saints general manager Mickey Loomis. The impersonator ended the call by saying, "We're going to take you with our next pick, man, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that." Video captured on Shedeur Sanders' side showing him confused, asking everyone around him what that could mean. I would be confused too, because like you said, we're going to take you with our next pick. Like I would have been confused too, because you said you're going to take me, but then you said I'm going to have to wait a little longer. So I would have been confused. And they just over there just killing themselves, laughing like, "Oh, he ate it, he bought it. Bro, I'm confused because you said you was going to take me, and then you said I'm going to have to wait. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, I don't know. The shit wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. Like, nephew Tommy would have been better. New video footage shows Jax Ulbrich surrounded by what appears to be other college students. He was the one who provided the phone number and was seemingly sitting steps away from another student who made the call. The regret Jax later expressed was missing in action after the prank caller hung up on Sanders, though. What? So they're trying to say that they didn't capture the part where he felt bad about it happening to Sanders. This is what they're trying to say. If I'm not, let me read that again. It says he was the one who provided the phone number and was seemingly sitting steps away from another student who made the call. The regret Jax later expresses was missing in action after the prank caller hung up on the Sanders, though. So they saying, no. Maybe I misunderstood that. Maybe they saying that he showed no regret. He showed no regret after doing what he did. That's what they said. Okay. Let's get up into it. All right, it says Jax and the others were cackling about their little joke, but the internet was not and did not, especially after the prank call POV video went viral. Nah, for real. That just probably made them even more saltier. Like, bro, you was an asshole for that. By Sunday, Jax revealed that he had privately spoken to Shedeur Sanders and publicly apologized for the joke gone wrong. He called the moment a tremendous mistake. Yeah, because everybody started giving your ass that work. You thought it was going to be funny. You thought it was going to be a viral moment for you and a slap in the face for Shedeur. But since everybody was on your ass about it, that's the only reason why you spoke to him privately and apologized. And your daddy probably got on your ass if he wasn't a part of it. He probably got on your ass because you costing him his job. Well, they ain't gonna fire him, but they gonna make him pay. And at the time, he probably was hoping that they didn't, but it was a possibility. And now it has come to that. But let's continue. Shedeur, what I did was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. I'm so sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Now, the statement was posted on a black background post on Instagram with a closed comment section. It was also circulated on the account's IG stories. Aside from the statement, the account feed was wiped of any personal photos or other content. Nobody did this, so could nobody blast their ass. So here's the post right here. Nearly 24 hours after the prank call, the Cleveland Browns gave Shedeur his first NFL home. Surrounded by loved ones, Sanders was lit with excitement and joy, writing "Thank you, God" on X afterward. Shador later spoke to reporters in Cleveland per ESPN and addressed the incident while speaking about joining the Browns. I'm trying to get into where is the payment? Where's the fine? All right, so there's the statement they made. Let me make sure I ain't skip over nothing. So it really didn't mean an impact on me, Sanders. He said it didn't really have an impact on me, Sanders reporter said, because it was just like, I mean, okay, like I don't feed into negativity, or I don't feed into stuff, or I don't feed into that stuff you seen on Deion Jr.'s YouTube video, my reaction to it. I don't, it is what it is. I think of course it's childish. Of course, I feel like it was a childish act, but everybody does childish things here and there. Before the reveal of the prank caller's identity, Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski shared strong words about the incident. He called the people involved morons while speaking to reporters on Saturday per CNN. People are morons would be my reaction to that, Coach Stefanski said. I mean, it's sad that these young men have to deal with this. That happened a lot in the green room in Green Bay. Guys were getting calls, so it's silly, but onward and upward. So now they're trying to say that other people was getting prank calls as well. I don't know about that. It sounds like they may be trying to just, smooth it over with Shador and try to make it not as big as it is. He is just so happen to go viral. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to water down and try to make it seem like they ain't just aiming or targeting Shador, but really they is. So here's a statement. It says, Atlanta Falcons released statement. Jeff Ulbrich, the defensive coordinator, has yet to speak about his son's actions. According to the Atlanta Falcons, those actions include unintentionally coming across and sharing a private number slipped from his dad's unlocked iPad during a home visit. I think that's fabrication. I feel like it was intentional. And it wasn't unlocked. Maybe the son knows the pin. Or maybe there's no pin on it. Anyway, CNN reports that the number was supposed to be accessible only to NFL personnel for draft purposes. It's unclear what role Jeff Ulbrich played in draft operations for the Atlanta Falcons and why he had the number, but the team is sticking beside him. Jeff Ulbrich was unaware, this is the statement, Jeff Ulbrich was unaware of the data exposure or any facets of the prank and was made aware of the above only after the fact. The Atlanta Falcons do not condone this behavior and send our sincere apologies to Shador Sanders and his family, who we have been in contact with to apologize to, as well as facilitate an apology directly from Jax to the Sanders family. The statement added that the Falcons are in contact with the NFL and plan to cooperate with any directives given. In the meantime, according to ESPN reporter Adam Schefter, whatever, I don't watch these. Y'all probably know these last names like the back of y'all hand, but I don't know how to pronounce these names, man. Anyway, the defensive coordinator will not face any consequences from the Falcons for his child's action. So, what is this talking about? So he was fined this much. I guess nothing. I guess they're trying to say he was fined nothing. Because with that headline, I'm thinking that he had to come up off some ducats. But let's get up into it. Let's see. They ain't fined this man yet. Where was I at? In the meantime, it says, in the meantime, according to ESPN reporter Adam Schefter, the defensive coordinator will not face any consequences from the Falcons for his child's actions. This is the statement the son posted on Instagram again. That's that. All right. All right, here we go. It says, yikes, NFL fines Falcons and coordinator over prank call. Let's get up into it. With his little stunt, Jax Ulbrich man, I would be skinning the hell out of my son. Boy, his ass would be that would be coming out of his wheel. You feel me? With his little stunt, Jax Orbrich has landed the Atlanta Falcons and his father, Jeff, in hot water with the NFL. According to ESPN, the league is digging deep into the team and Orbrich's pockets to collect six-figure fines for the incident. The Falcons will pay $250,000, while Jeff will pay another $100,000 for a total cost of $350,000. ESPN reports. Is this going to the NFL or is this going to the Sanders family? Either way, they coming up off of it. The Falcons coming up off of it, and the coach coming up. It's coming out their pocket, but I don't think they're gonna be hurting. ESPN reports that the fines are for failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft. In a previous statement, the Falcons agreed to cooperate with the league's investigation and actions. Their new statement on the matter is sticking to its word. In it, the team thanked the NFL for its swift and thorough review of the data leak that led to the prank calling incident. We are proactive in addressing the situation internally and cooperated fully with the league throughout the process and accept the discipline levied to Coach Jeff Orbrich and the organization. We are confident in our security policies and practices and will continue to emphasize adherence to them with our staff, whether on or off premises, the Falcons' latest statement said. The team added that Jeff Orbrich and his family are working with the organization to participate in community initiatives related to the incident. It's unclear what those initiatives are. Yeah. So they coming up off some bread. They they find their ass. I would like for that to go to the Sanders family because they already lowballed him on his offer to Cleveland. He won't be getting them big ducats like he would have been getting had he been drafted early on in the draft. You feel me? Hit that like button. Who got up in the building with us? We got in the building, man. Hit that like button, man. What y'all got going on? It is late. It is 4 o'clock in the morning in Texas. Who we got in the building with us? Where you at? Where you at? All right, I guess we're gonna leave it right there. I was gonna do this other story, but I'm gonna let it ride. I'll come back on and maybe I'll add this to the next show when I jump back live. Man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up to the Bootleg Ass Studio. Do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You can donate to the channel by sending me a cash app, which I would prefer more than those stars on Facebook or those super chats on YouTube, because I will be receiving all of the donation, 100% of it, if you cash out me at Sheldon BYBEZ 903. That's floating at the bottom of your screen down yonder. Go ahead and send me $1, send me $2, whatever you will. However, although I would rather you send it to the cash app, if you prefer to send stars or super chats, go ahead, knock yourself out. I am not turning my collar down to it at all. We're just gonna pop collars. Before you dip, what we got? Isaac sure is. What up? It says before you dip. It says I used to watch you so much when you did your late night post, but haven't seen y'all. Man, shout out to Isaac sure is. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. But yeah, man, I used to go live all the time at night, man. Late night around this time. Yeah, so maybe I'll be going back live more often, man. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, I'm sure you probably missed it. I stopped going live. Damn, we got more people falling in while I'm trying to get off. But anyway, I stopped going live because the technical difficulties that I have with the videos either not playing or they either not playing audio, which I think I just figured out what the audio situation was. I just have to reboot my interface. But I still have problems with the videos glitching and moving all weird and shit like that, you know. And I don't like all that. But you know, maybe I'll start going live more often. Maybe I'll start going live more often. That's the only reason why I stopped going live. You know, my pre-records, I don't have that issue. You know, I had the videos, I played my everything is smooth with my pre-records. But like I said, I will be jumping back live. Yeah, people like you gonna bring me back. You know what I'm saying? People like you gonna bring me back. If it's only one more fornicator on here, man, that's cool with me. You feel me? That's cool with me. I can't touch the whole world. You feel me? BM say where the drink is. Man, I left that drink alone. If you talking about that drink, that Texas tea, I ain't sip no drink in no minute. Oh, I let it go. This is just Kool-Aid. I got my double cup Kool-Aid up. Best Kool-Aid in the world. Secret recipe right there. My daddy got the best Kool-Aid. He made that right there. Yo. Say all love, man. Glad you're back and doing great. All glory to God and God bless, brother. Man, likewise to you and yours and everybody else that's watching this, man. I appreciate y'all for sure. God bless y'all for sure. I love y'all. I am finna jump off of this live. I'm in this live, but I will be jumping back. I can't say I'll be back tomorrow, but I might be. I don't want to say something and then it don't happen. So I just gotta make sure that I gather enough stories tomorrow and God say the same. I'll be back tomorrow. You feel me? My goal is to jump back tomorrow. So maybe I should tell y'all I'm coming back live. So if I put it out in the atmosphere, I gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel, all that good shit. Until next time, man. We out.